Hi everybody, we're outside today and I am super grateful to be out here in my short sleeves even though it's the end of December and surrounded by the beautiful nature that's around where I live. I'm getting ready to do a run today. I usually run about 20 or 30 miles a week. Today is my long run day, and for me that means I'm going to try to run about 10 miles today. For you that can mean something different. But anytime you are doing any sort of strenuous exercise, running, cycling, just hiking outdoors, it's always good to keep hydrated and replace your electrolytes. When we get back from our run, I'm going to show you how to make an all-natural sports drink that doesn't contain any of the icky chemical ingredients that store-bought sports drinks contain and the high sugar content that a lot of store-bought sports drink contains, and it's a lot cheaper to make than the natural sports drinks that you'll find. This recipe that I'm going to show you will also help your body adapt to the physical and external stress and strain that physical activity can impart on the body. So let's go. Okay, so we're back here in the Mama Willow Tree kitchen, and I'm going to show you exactly how to make the electrolyte, the natural electrolyte sports drink that I've been using. Recently I had occasion to pick up a bottle of one of the really popular sports drinks, and I haven't done so in years, and of course my first instinct was to look at the ingredients list. The first ingredient was water and the second ingredient was sugar, which absolutely blew me away because it just seems so counterproductive to me to spend all of that time exercising your body and trying to get healthy and then replenishing it with something that contains mostly sugar. This recipe that I'm going to show you does not contain any sugar. If you feel like you need to have that sweetness while you wean your body off of sugar, I recommend using something like stevia leaf. You can include it in our recipe here to your own liking, and that way that's a natural herbal sweetener, and you don't have to deal with the issues of putting that much sugar into your body as you try to get it healthy. The main ingredient, or one of the main ingredients that goes into this recipe that we're going to be using, is holy basil or tulsi, and I absolutely love this herb because not only does it taste really good, but it's an excellent adaptogen, meaning that it helps the body adapt to stress, whether that be physical, psychological, or environmental. So if you are exercising, this is a really great herb that will help your body recover from any of the stress that is placed on it while you're exercising and getting healthy. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make a really strong tea out of our holy basil. And you can go down to my website, mamawillowtree.com, and get this recipe. You can also go down to the comments box and click on the link below, and that'll take you straight to the blog in which this recipe will be. So I'm going to make a really strong tea basically. I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of my holy basil, and I'm going to put it here in my really big tea diffuser. 1 tablespoon of holy basil. If you decide that you want to add some stevia leaf, then you can do so at this point in time. You can just add it. You can just add it here to your diffuser. And I'm going to place it here. And then I'm going to add 1 1/2 cups of boiled hot water. So again, that's 1 tablespoon of holy basil to 1 1/2 cups of hot water. So we're going to let that sit there and steep for about 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes and let it completely cool. Okay, so it's been about 15, 20 minutes, and here is my tulsi or holy basil that's been steeping in hot water. And I'm actually going to filter it again just because my little tea filter there had some was not small enough, so I have some tulsi floating around in here, so I'm actually just going to put it through a smaller strainer. But as you can see, the color of it is really quite rich. There we go. like a nice golden brown color. And again, it was 1 tablespoon of holy basil to 1.5 cups of water. And so I have a little less than 1.5 cup, just depending on how long you steep it. You may have less water, but for this, what I'm going to do is a 1-to-1 ratio. So I have about 1 1/3 cup of my really strong Tulsi or holy basil tea, and I'm going to put it in here. And I'm going to use the same equal amount of coconut water. And I absolutely love coconut water. I think it tastes really good. I started drinking it when I was pregnant with Willow, and was dehydrated, felt dehydrated all of the time. And so I started drinking coconut water because I was just really careful about the type of things I put into my body when I was pregnant with her, and really just liked it. And I liked the way it made me feel. Anytime I feel like I haven't, like I feel a bit dehydrated, particularly in the summer times here, it can get to be 110 degrees Fahrenheit. I drink a lot of coconut water just to keep hydrated. So, and this is actually what before I came up with this recipe, I would just run with coconut water. I diluted coconut water in my hydration pack, and that's what I would use for my runs before I made this. So again, we have 1 1/3 cup of our really strong Tulsi tea, and I'm going to use 1 1/3 cup of coconut water. Coconut water contains all 5 essential electrolytes. It contains potassium, magnesium, phosphorus, sodium, and calcium, and it's just a really ideal drink for replacing, for rehydrating the body and replacing the electrolytes that you can lose during strenuous exercise. So I am going to put 1 1/3 cup coconut water. There we go. And I'm going to combine that. And there you go. There is your natural electrolyte sports drink. You can cover this and put this in the refrigerator for about 3 to 5 days. And I'm just going to put this directly into my hydration pack, and that's what I run with. And again, this is a great natural alternative to the really sugar sports drinks that you find are really popular in the stores, and it's a lot less expensive than the natural sports drinks that you find. Thank you so much, and continue to be well.